Okay, so really quick, one more thing that I do want to go over. We put all the pieces together, but let's see this stuff in action. So if I say, or if you see somewhere on the test, make a Bohr's model of, say, oxygen. See oxygen right here? So, oxygen. We're going to make a Bohr's model of oxygen. When you make a model, first thing, I like to put my nucleus in the middle, right? Protons, neutrons. Oxygen, how many rings does oxygen have? 2. So let's put 2 rings, 2 rings around oxygen. So if A equals P equals E, oxygen's atomic number is 8. So that means the protons is 8. And the neutrons is mass minus 8, so that's 16 minus 8 is also 8. So we're almost done with oxygen, right? So we have to put our electrons up there. A equals P equals electrons. So they're all the same. The protons and electrons are the same. So we do 1 electron, 2 electrons. So electrons are 8, but remember the first ring can only hold 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is oxygen. Now let's do another one. You got oxygen. Let's do, let's do potassium. Okay, so potassium, let's always start off with our nucleus because all of them have this nucleus, protons, neutrons. All of them have a nucleus. So if you haven't found it yet, potassium is right here. It's K. And how many rings does it have? 4. So let's make 4 rings. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's an ugly one. 4. APE, atomic number equals protons equals electrons. So our atomic number is 19. So instead of drawing 19 circles, you guys, that's why I like to put the P and the N in the middle. And then the protons is 19. So that means the neutrons is, let me move this, mass minus atomic number. So the mass, 39 minus 19. Mass minus atomic number, 39 minus 19. The neutrons is 20. So this is easier than drawing 19 circles with the P in it or the positive sign and 20 circles with the N in it. So now APE, electrons is the same as P, so let's go 1, 2, we're doing 19. We can only do 8 on this one. So the first one is 2 only. Remember, we can only hold 2. The second one, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8, that's 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 19, because it has 1 valence electron. 1 valence electron. So this is our 1 valence electron because it's the one on the outside ring. Let's do an easy one. Potassium wasn't as easy as oxygen. Let's do one more together. If I say, draw a model of boron nucleus. I know y'all can draw better than me, so don't make fun of me. Nucleus, APE. So boron, the atomic number is 5, so P, protons, is 5. Neutrons is mass minus atomic number. So mass is 11. Remember, you round to the whole number. 11 minus 5, 6. And so we have the nucleus. Now let's do the outside. So boron is in period 2. So it's going to have 2 rings. First ring, oh, how many electrons, first of all, because A, P, and E, the E is the same as the P and A, so that's 5. So we're doing 5 electrons. But remember, the first ring can only hold 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is a model of boron. Now, with this model, how many valence electrons does it have? Valence electrons are on the outside ring. There are 3 valence electrons. With this model of boron, what group is boron in? 3. Because it has 3 valence electrons, so it's in group 3. How many rings does it have? 1, 2. What period is it in? Period 2. So there you go. That's how you actually make a model using your periodic table.